Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to generate unlimited YouTube video ideas for any niche you want using N8N. So let's jump right in. First of all, I have used a clicking trigger. You can change this to whatever you want. I will show you how. Just right click on the workflow, click on add node, look for the schedule. Let's say you want to schedule this workflow to run at a specific time each day. So select the schedule trigger here, select the trigger interval, the days between triggers, the trigger at hour. If you select the specific hour here and the minute, and then you will be set to go. Just link this instead of this click and trigger here and link it to the next node. For the second node, Reddit for our case will be the source of topics. So you know how people are active on Reddit, always asking about their issues. For example, they're facing an issue with a certain software or whatever. So we're in the tech field or AI field. We always find an unlimited number of topics that people are asking about on Reddit. We can leverage that to create our unlimited video idea generator. To include this node, just again right click on add node, look for Reddit. Select the Reddit, and then we will be using the search for a post action. Just click on it and it will give you something like this. You will have to start by setting up the credential for your Reddit OAuth API. Just click on create new credential and then set up your client ID and client secret and then log into your Reddit account. It will be set. The resource, keep it to post. The operation search, the location on a subreddit. Select the subreddit you want to look in. For my case, I'm looking from the N8N subreddit. I'm looking for problems that people are facing related to N8N. For the keywords, you can say things like problem, issue, I need help, I need fix, I'm facing this error or errors. You can set a number of keywords that you want to look for that people who have problems are probably gonna type in their Reddit post. You can keep this to return all, or you can limit it to a certain number to avoid rate limit and etc. For my case and for the sake of this tutorial, I will just keep it to 10. We don't need more than that for now. You will not have the sort here first. You will just have to click on add field like this and then it will give you the sort option. Change this to the new. If you wanna look for new topics or new posts, I will leave it at that and then we'll be ready to go. We can save it. Let's test this step. Alright, it will retrieve the latest 10 posts on the N8N, a Reddit which has a keyword problem or issue. And now we will have to add a if node here. Just right click again, click on add node, look for the if node and then add it. You will get something like this. You will have to add your conditions. So I'm filtering the post based on the self-text or the content of the post is not empty because sometimes it bugs out and gives you an empty post. And the number of upvotes is greater than 2. You can set it to greater than 10 or just to know that people are having a positive interaction with this post or it is actually somewhat relevant. So just to filter the best posts. So yeah, after filtering the posts, we will have two outputs, either true, so our conditions have been met, or false. In the negative case, we will use the no operation, do nothing node. Again, you will have to look for this node, click on add node, and then look for no operation and then add it and link it to the false output. For the true output, we will use a set node, add node, and then click on set. You will get the edit fields here. Add it. Sorry for interrupting the video, guys. Please, we are trying to reach 1K subs by the end of this month. So please subscribe and thank you. And then we will be selecting what fields we are going to get from the response item of the Reddit node. Of course, it has a lot of information. We can see from here. If we put it to schema, we have a lot of information related to one post that we probably don't need. We only need the title and the content of the post. So that's why I'm using the set field to map the post title and map the content of the post. I just execute the previous node and then drag and drop the self-text in the content field here and then the title in the post title field here. Once we have collected the list of posts that are relevant to our case and then we map the fields that we need, we will have to use an AI agent that will be judging the posts that we got, whether they are actually a problem or people are facing problems or no. So for this case, I use the AI agent node. I have hooked it with a Gemini 2.0 Flash LLM. Again, you will have to give it the LLM here. Select your credentials from the Google AI API. Just put the API key here and then select the model that you'll be using. I'm using the 2.0 Flash. After that, of course, we will have to give our AI agent a system message just to let him know what are his tasks. So you can pause the video and copy this prompt here. I gave it few shot examples and told them that you are going to receive a Reddit post and you gotta analyze it to see if the user is actually facing a personal problem or no. It will only respond by yes or no. And then, of course, I will give it the content in the user message of the post. So tell it to classify this Reddit post. It will know what to do, responding by yes or no. You will give it the title and then the content, of course, and for each one it will say yes or no based on the task that you gave it. Again, we will use another if node here just to know and filter out the positive outputs and the negative outputs again. So if the output of the AI model or AI agent is yes, it means it's a positive and the user is actually asking about a problem in the Reddit. If not, then we will not probably use that. So again, for the false output, we are using the no operation, do nothing here. For the true output, we are going to merge the output of the AI agent with the previous fields that we have selected. So for each post, we will have the title and the content as well as the output of the AI agent. So add the merge node here, set the mode to combine by position, and the number of inputs. We are using 2 inputs, one for the AI agent and one for the edit fields or set node here. And then after that, we will use a custom code that I have created. You can pause the video and copy it. What this code will do is it will iterate through all the items that we got or all the Reddit posts that we have collected. And for each one, it will create a string that contains all of the Reddit posts, saying the post number and then the title and content. I will show you later in the execution. Why we are using this is because our LLM that we're gonna use next only accepts a string, so we have to combine all the Reddit posts into one string and then pass it to the LLM. We are using the basic LLM chain here. To get it, just right click on add node, look for basic LLM chain. It will give you something like this. Again, you will have to give it a system message. This is the system message I have put. These are not perfect system messages, by the way, or prompts. I just use Claude to generate the prompts for me. You can spend a bit more time based on your use case, of course, and detail a bit more the prompt to get the best output. So yeah, I told it and I gave it a specific format that it should answer or output its response in. So I gave it a list of ideas. For each idea, we will include the title. We basically told it, like, for the list of posts that you got, try to generate a list of YouTube video ideas or YouTube video title ideas that we are going to use later to get inspiration and perhaps create a video on. Again, we will have to link this with an LLM. For my case, I'm using the Gemini 2.0 Flash. Since you have set up your credential in the previous AI agent node, you will not have to do it here. You just select your credential that you have created there and you'll be set to go. In the options of this node, since we told it to output its response in a specific format, we will have to activate this require specific output format option here. It will give you another option, which is the output parser. You will have to give it or define the schema type that you want your output to be in. So in my case, it's an object. One of the properties is ideas. The type of ideas is array of objects basically, and the object field or properties are idea, which will contain the actual video title. Thanks to this, we will be able to output the response of the AI agent or the basic LLM chain into a JSON format that we can later on use in the next node, which will be the split out node. So this output will give us one item, which will be the JSON object that we have set, the ideas, and inside there's an array of the list of the video titles. So we will have to iterate through them one by one, and we'll be using the split out node. Again, right click on add node, look for split out, and then you will have to use it. So for this, you will have to map the actual object of the ideas here, keep the include to no other fields like this, and then you will be set to go. Why I'm doing this is because I need to iterate through each idea and then append it to a Google Sheet that I have created, which is this one, the ideas sheet. I gave it N8N name and then the field video title and then the other field, which is done to know whether it's pending or we have actually created this video. You can spend a bit more time on Google Sheets to organize a bit more your sheet and give it a more user-friendly interface or customization. For the simplicity's sake of this tutorial, I will keep it simple like this. this. Going back to our N8N, so to be able to append actually the ideas into the Google Sheet, we'll be using the Google Sheets node. Again, right click, look for Google Sheets, add it, and then select the append row in Sheets. You will get node. You will have to configure it. So add your credential. It will be simple. Let's just click on create new credential and then click on sign in with Google here. You will have to sign in with your account. You will have to select your document. It will be ideas for my case, and then the sheet that we have created, which is the N8N sheet. Map in column mode, which will be map each column manually, and then it will give you by default the fields that you have set already in the Google Sheet. So you have to map the video title idea from the output of the split out node, and then the done field, it will be by default pending since we just created the idea and we have probably not done it yet, so we'll keep it like this. So yeah, this is everything for this workflow. We will just run it right now and I will show you the output. So click on test workflow. Alright, our workflow has finished executing, so we got an output already. Let's go through it one by one. So the Reddit node gave us 10 items, as we have mentioned here. The if node here filtered 4 items that have met the conditions that we have put. And then we have put them in the edit fields here. So we got 4 items. We passed the 4 items one by one to the AI agent to know if it's actually talking about a problem. So it gave 4 yeses. Alright, so we have merged the output for yeses with the post title and then the content of the post. And then we have created the combined string of all the posts together. As you can see here, we passed it to an LLM, which will be generating the idea. So it gave us multiple ideas here. And then we use the split out node to go through these one by one. And then we add them into the Google Sheets, as you can see here. Let's go to the Google Sheets. So in the Google Sheet, we got the ideas. We can view them. So like this, we got 15 video ideas ready to go, and we are sure that they are actual ideas and people are in need of these ideas just because we got them from the latest Reddit posts in the subreddit of N8N itself. So we can study these ideas a bit more, maybe make them a bit better. Of course, I just gave you the basics, guys. The sky is the limit. You can use this in whatever. You can use it to generate startup ideas, video ideas, article ideas, or whatever that you know people are actually in need of these, since they are based on actual problems that people are facing and you are trying to solve these problems. As I said, the sky is the limit. You can spend a bit more time detailing and making the prompts even better and then adding your own touch to it. And just like that, you got your own video idea generator workflow for free. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.